So in Nausea by Jean-Paul Satre, the book right here, Antoine, a 30-year-old Frenchman, speaks about his nausea as the purest form of existence. In the beginning, he's confused. He thinks it's something that is happening to him, and as the book continues to progress, he realizes that it is who he is. It is his existence. It's something completely unchangeable. At one moment, he's hanging out at the municipal park, forgive me if I'm pronouncing it wrong, and he sees a tree root underneath his foot. Right now, he describes its properties as black, unchanging, thorny, horny, whatever the case may be. He says that the tree root itself is bleeding existence and that it is the purest form of existence, yet the properties are not existence at all. I kind of drew a comparison here to Plato's idea of forms, that in existence, these properties are only borrowing a sense of existence while they are attached to something that truly is existing. And to go further on this thought, he makes it very clear that he believes music does not exist. I disagree with this point. Antoine makes very clear that when things exist, they are in a portion of their life awaiting for death. They are in a middle ground, almost like a thought that forgot what it was thinking about, yet so it's just here. But I concur, because wouldn't this mean that music does exist? When a song starts, it's awaiting for its inevitable end. It's awaiting for its own version of death, partaking in its own form of being in the middle. See, and obviously Nausea is about existentialism, meaning that things have no inherent purpose, yet things still exist, meaning that the actions have purpose themselves. So the person who made the song purposefully wanted somebody to feel some type of way, gain some sort of message, or whatever the case may be. But I say that that's only from the subjective viewpoint of the creator. The sounds, the concoction of the music, where that sound comes from, this is existence. For the one who is experiencing this music, they have stepped into the form of existence that has that music present, while the music is directly influencing the reality that it is currently a part of. As the person who is consuming this music, you are awaiting its death, and once it dies, you are also awaiting its birth once again. What I'm getting at here is that I believe the purest form of existence is actually emotion. To put in other words, emotions are the language of existence. They are the action of a transition from a bleeding reality, a bleeding existence, into the perception of human consciousness. Meaning that the action of emotion itself is the thing of human consciousness. In my opinion, placing emotion at the core of existentialism, and seeing to the idea of Antoine being incorrect in his observations here. For existence to be present, and for reality to bleed, there has to be a mechanism present to perceive those things. And the action governing that is emotion, meaning emotion exists. And in my eyes, meaning music exists because it elicits emotion. Let's say a tree is the purest form of existence. It is life with no inherent purpose, fulfilling its role, not consenting to this role. Us, with a forward-thinking mind and a consciousness, must also fulfill our role within that realm that we are in that moment. With no role fulfilled, it no longer is existence. And perceiving the situation at hand, given all of the factors, is our role to fulfill. Now, don't confuse a role to fulfill with purpose, because purpose is the defined goal at the end of the spectrum. The role that we fulfill is in the present moment, with no end goal in mind. We simply are. But this goes back to where I disagree with Antoine. See, he claims music does not exist, yet music has a beginning and an end, and it directly affects the reality it is a part of in that very moment. In my opinion, eliciting the purest form of existence possible for human beings. Emotion, the language of existence. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. I'm going to be responding to all of them. And also check out my YouTube shorts and my TikTok. I'll also leave that down in the description below. I appreciate everybody for watching. You guys all have a great day, okay?